A large number of individuals have stopped their jobs and begun acquiring cash only on the web. There are a great deal of ways you can do it on the internet, for example, making your own items, offering a help, authorizing items, and so on. Numerous individuals have done it without having any results of their own. This is done through partner pay or selling others' items for a commission. Here's the means by which it tends to be finished. 1. Try not to sell anything you don't possess. This standard is recorded first for a valid justification. You ought to sell nothing that you don't claim yourself. In the event that you need more confidence in its outcomes to get it yourself, at that point you have no motivation to offer it to other people. Consider this for a minute. On the off chance that you don't possess it and are reluctant to buy it, how might you underwrite the item? By what means can you genuinely respond to inquiries concerning the item? The appropriate response is you can't. Over and over again, individuals are happy to get on board with the temporary fad and advance whatever the advertised result of the week is, ceaselessly to think about the estimation of the item itself. Regardless of what number of others are prescribing it, you shouldn't in the event that you haven't got it yourself. 2. Just offer reciprocal items and administrations. In the event that your site is about games items, at that point you unquestionably shouldn't offer cigarettes in another program. It doesn't bode well by any means, and these items rebelliously don't praise one another. You are probably not going to offer the two items to a similar client. A genuine case of selling integral items would be, on the off chance that you sell golf items, at that point you could sell golf getaways, golf clubs, golf memberships, golf preparing items, and so on. Every one of these items would lure a similar buyer. Which means once you get the individual intrigued by golf to your site, you increment your odds of selling them more than one thing. This would not be the situation on the off chance that you sold golf clubs and cultivating books. Ensure all that you offer goes together. You ought to procure different floods of salary, yet they should all be connected on a similar subject. 3. Construct a select in email list. I cannot pressure enough how essential this is to your online achievement. Ask any top specialist what their most significant resource. It isn't their items. It isn't their area. It isn't even their workers. The most important advantage for any business is their client list. The most significant resource for any internet business is the pick in email list. Your email list is your internet business. On the off chance that you don't have an email show, you don't have an internet business. Offer a member item. What's more, you acquire cash once. Offer a membership to your select in email rundown and you procure cash everlastingly from many offers you can make to that rundown. 4. Focus on your image. Utilize your pick in email rundown to construct a relationship with your endorsers. At the point when they initially buy in, they may not know you from Peter. So inform them regarding yourself. Express your suppositions. On your initial 2 to 3 contacts, don't sell them anything. Enlighten them regarding yourself, your encounters, stick your neck out and mention to them what you think. Let your clients find a good pace. You need to give individuals motivation to know, as, and trust you. You don't need to be the best essayist on earth. You don't need to be much the same as your preferred master. Simply keep in touch with certain things that are only you in your messages. Of course, some of them will get frantic. Some will request to be expelled. Some will cuss you out. Manage it. The manner in which I see these individuals are by expelling themselves from my rundown. I don't need to abandon time on attempting to offer to them. I simply proceed onward to the individuals who are intrigued, and I have a more noteworthy possibility of bringing in cash off. In the event that you're much the same as every other person, at that point for what reason would it be a good idea for anyone to decide to purchase from you? 5. Compose your own supports and surveys. Each associate program has solo advertisements, support promotions, and ordered promotions accessible. You can utilize them in some cases, yet they ought to never turn into your solitary promoting pieces. Be that as it may, on each advertisement you ought to have your own assessment of the item. You should tell your clients in your own words why they should purchase either. At that point utilize the promotion duplicate you were given under your own announcements. Something very similar goes for online pamphlets. You can utilize substance and articles from others, yet each and every email you ever convey ought to have something composed from you, in your own words, at its highest point if no place else. It could be only a short "what's happening" segment or an article. You don't need to be proficient essayist. You simply must have feelings and be happy to stick your neck out giving them. 6. Offer additional specials. You don't need to do this each and every time, except you ought to make exceptional ideas for your rundown. For what reason would it be advisable for them to purchase an item from you rather than one of 1,000 different offshoots offering it? Give them a bonus they can't get from different offshoots. You can disclose to them that on the off chance that they purchase subsidiary item from you, you'll give them this uncommon report. They should simply purchase the item and afterward email you the receipt. You'll send them their additional reward report directly finished. It could likewise be an ebook, an email meeting, a telephone counsel, a promotion in your pamphlet, a connection on your extraordinary connections page, and so forth. Give them a bonus uncommon with a portion of your offers and watch your checks take off. Ensure the things you give for nothing are identified with your item. 7. Request the deal. You need to request the deal. In the event that you don't ask, you will never get. The most noticeably awful they can say is, no, and every one of that implies is you are no more terrible off than you are at this moment. In any case, in the event that you ask and they state yes, you are in a greatly improved spot. You can't be weak or modest. You can't simply part with a great deal of substance trusting somebody will tap on your little connection someplace and mystically choose to purchase your item. You need to explain to your possibilities and clients why they need your item. You need to mention to them what they get when they purchase. On the off chance that a few endorsers get distraught when you send them an offer, assistance them expel themselves from your rundown. It's amusing, however most beneficial advancements have likewise get the most protests and expels. I've had individuals email me saying, on the off chance that you're simply attempting to sell something on the web, at that point I don't need your bulletin. Guess what? Expel them. That is the end reason for your pamphlet, any substance you give, or anything you do on the web. Recollect why you began on online business, to bring in cash, not to give out unconditional presents and substance. Click the link in the description for more information.